Hey, before you go to the next video and you like hockey, make sure you give me a follow. We cover every NHL game every night except for Mondays, but tonight we are going to be covering all 13 games that were on the schedule. We're going to do it a little bit rapid fire since it's a little bit later. So, we are starting with the Maple Leafs against the Dallas Stars. I do predictions every morning, midday-ish, where I say who I think is going to win. And tonight, let's just say I didn't do so hot. So, I said that the Maple Leafs were going to beat the Dallas Stars, and I was wrong. The Dallas Stars, they win 4-1 over the Maple Leafs. Matthews was the only goal scorer for the Toronto Maple Leafs, picking up his 15th of the season. Logan Stankoven, he got his 5th and 6th goal of the season. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good young player. So he showed himself in the playoffs last year, showing how good of a player he can be. Maverick Bork, I'm sorry. He scored as well as Matt Duchene, a beautiful goal that was scored by him. You should go check it out. Jake Ottinger in net for the Stars. He got the win. And Joseph Woll in net for the Maple Leafs. He got the loss. Up next, we got my hometown team, the Calgary Flames, playing the St. Louis Blues. I predicted that the Flames were going to win. They were on a bit of a hot streak, but it ended up being the St. Louis Blues winning this one. Proved me wrong once again. Binnington gets the win. Vladar gets the loss. Parayko scored his 9th of the season. He is a very, very good defenseman. A lot of teams would love to have him on their team. Kevin Ball, he picked up his 2nd for the Calgary Flames. And Radek Faksa, he scored for the St. Louis Blues to get that winner. Next, we got the Washington Capitals facing off against the Anaheim Ducks. I said the Capitals were going to win, and this is the first one that I got right. The Capitals, they won 3-0. Gibson getting the loss. Thompson getting the win. Frank, Carlson, and Duhaime all got goals for the Capitals. Next, we got the Boston Bruins taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. A couple people told me that the Tampa Bay Lightning were going to win this one. I stuck with the Bruins, which hurts every ounce of my soul to do. But the Bruins, they did win. I got this one right. This was one of few. They won, improving to 22, 19, and 5. Jeremy Swayman got the win. Vasilevsky was in net. He got the loss, though. Trent Frederick, he got his 7th. Wotherspoon, he got his 1st. Marchand, Pastrnak, Geeky all scored as well for the Boston Bruins. Hedman, he scored. Peak got his 1st of the season. And Pavel Zacha, he got his 10th of the season in this game. The Atlantic Division, that spot for 3rd or 4th in the Atlantic is just so tight and super close, and it's going to be fascinating to keep following. Up next is the Philadelphia Flyers taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets, where the Columbus Blue Jackets win 3-2 in a shootout thanks to Kirill Marchenko's goal in the shootout. I said the Columbus Blue Jackets were going to win. We're getting all my wins kind of out of the way quick, and I'm going to be running out of them pretty soon. But Tarasov in net for the Blue Jackets, he got the win. Fedotov in net for the Philadelphia Flyers, he got the loss. The Flyers are just not a very good team once again this year. I wonder if the John Tortorella experiment is running out in Philadelphia. I don't think they would fire him mid-season, but I don't know if I can see him coming back next year. Brink, he got his 5th of the season. Werenski, this guy is so freaking good this year. He got his 14th and 15th goal of the season as a defenseman. He will be arguably the number 1 defenseman for Team USA in about a month at the Four Nations Faceoff. Owen Tippett, he got his 13th of the season as well in this game. Here come the losses for Kipes. I said the Pittsburgh Penguins were going to beat the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken, they ended up winning 4-2 in this one. The Kraken have been so bad as of late, and the Penguins, they've been mediocre. So this one was kind of a crapshoot, but at the same time, I felt pretty confident picking the Penguins. But there goes my luck. Jari, he was in net for the loss for the Penguins. Decord, he got a win for the Kraken. Stevenson got his 6th of the season. Tomasino, he got his 5th. Brian Rust picked up his 17th of the season. He's having a very good season as well. Alexiak, brother of Penny Alexiak, the Olympian Canadian swimmer. Tolvanen, he picked up his 11th of the season. And Capo Caco, he's having a very good start to his career as a Seattle Kraken, so hopefully he keeps it up for them. The New Jersey Devils taking on the Florida Panthers. I wore this jersey because I'm pissed off at myself for not picking the Florida Panthers. I said the Jersey Devils were going to win. Yeah, nothing I can say about this one. It was the 2 very good teams. One is now 26-16-3 in the Panthers, and one is now 26-15-5. So almost identical records. So You can kind of see where I had a hard time picking who was going to win in this one, but I ended up being wrong like usual. But Spencer Knight got the win for the Cats. Markstrom was in net for the loss in the shootout. So it even went to a shootout. So that's how close these two teams are. So I'm not too upset about this one being wrong. The New York Islanders at home taking on the Ottawa Senators. The Senators, they proved me right, winning 2-0. Levi Merilainen, he is having an absolutely red hot start to his career in the NHL in net for the Ottawa Senators. He is a Cinderella story type of deal. He might sneakily just crawl his way into the Calder Trophy bid because holy smokes, this kid is incredible right now for the Ottawa Senators. He is a godsend because of that injury from Linus Ullmark. The Senators thought their season might slip away, and it started to slip away until this kid came up and just took over the crease for the Senators. Adam Gaudette, former Toronto Maple Leaf, for a hot second. He picked up his 14th of the season for the Senators. Artem Zub, he got his first of the year for the Senators. The Nashville Predators at home to the Vegas Golden Knights. I said the Golden Knights were going to win because how could they lose to the Nashville Predators? It must be a Kipes curse because the Nashville Predators win 5-3. Justus Annunen in net, picking up the win for the Predators. Samsonov, former Toronto Maple Leaf, he gets the loss. He screws over Kipes in the predictions, but this was only the 14th win of the year for the Predators. They're absolutely stinking up the NHL so far this year, but Stamkos, he got his 13th and 14th goal of the year. Philip Forsberg gets his 12th. So their stars are kind of picking it up for the Predators, but they are just such a crap team right now at the same time. Barron, he picked up his second. The 3 goals for the Vegas Golden Knights were from the same man, Dorofeyev. I think I'm saying that name right. I've been saying it the whole time, so I might as well stick with it, even if it's wrong. Dorofeyev, he got his 17th, 18th, and 19th goal of the season. Ryan O'Reilly, another former Toronto Maple Leaf, he picked up his 13th goal of the year. We're back to another win for Kipes. I picked the Jets to beat the Vancouver Canucks. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. In my head, I was going to say 5-3 kind of deal. Well, the Winnipeg Jets, they win 6-1 over the over the not, what's the right word? The not important Vancouver Canucks, not very watchable Vancouver Canucks. They're kind of boring right now. They're not doing very good. Even though they have a 19-14 record, they still have 10 overtime losses, which is very bad. Also, they lose 6-1 in this game. That's pathetic. Kyle Connor, he got a hat trick in the first period. He picked up his 24th, 25th, and 26th goal of the year. Pionk got a goal as well. Nino Niederreiter, he picked up his 12th. Mark Scheifele picked up his 26th. This Winnipeg Jets team, as much as it pains me to say, is extremely good. They are the first team, as far as I am aware, that picked up the 30th win of the season. So they are just so good right now. And I think since Vegas lost and Winnipeg won, I haven't checked the updated standings, but I think that propels Winnipeg into the top spot in the NHL. The Detroit Red Wings were playing the San Jose Sharks at home. I picked the Red Wings to win this one because how could a team that has won 7 or 8 games in a row lose to a team like the San Jose Sharks? It only makes sense, but it only makes sense that Kipes curse in action once again. The San Jose Sharks, they won 6-3. It wasn't even a close game. I had a friend text me, oh, they're back within 1, and then they blow it again. They're back within 1, they blow it again. They're like, what is happening to this team? Ville Husso was in net for the Detroit Red Wings. He got the loss. I think that's what happened. Ruda, he picked up his 2nd. Sturm picked up his 5th. Tarasenko for the Red Wings picked up his 5th and 6th goal of the year. He's finally starting to score again. Eklund, he scored his 10th off a very nice pass from Macklin Celebrini. Granlund, he scored his 12th. He's having another good season, just another good season. He seems to be Mr. Reliable no matter where he goes. And also, I can see him being a top trade target in the upcoming trade deadline, so keep an eye on that. Raymond, he picked up his 18th goal of the year. He's also having a good year for the Detroit Red Wings. Toffoli, he got his 16th. Ferraro picked up his 4th goal of the year. Georgiev got the win in net for the San Jose Sharks. The Montreal Canadiens were in Utah. They win 5-3. This was another one that I got right. I only got 7 right on the night, so not very good at all. The Habs, Montembeault, he was in net for the Montreal Canadiens. They improved to 21-18-4. I think they're 2 spots out of a wild card spot, but at the same time, I think they're only within a point or two of that spot. So it's still extremely close in the East. The Utah Hockey Club, they're disappointing once again at home. They dropped to 18-7. Josh Doan. Shane Doan, that'd be interesting. Josh Doan, he got his 2nd goal of the year. Matheson picked up his 3rd. Nick Bukestad, he picked up his 5th. Patrick Laine, he scored today, picking up his 10th goal of the year, but it wasn't on the power play. I think that might be his 1st goal not on the power play this year. Kirby Dach, he picked up his 7th and 8th goal of the year. Logan Cooley picked up his 12th, and Cole Caulfield, we should call him this year. He picked up his 24th of the season, absolutely lighting it up after picking up that number 13 jersey in honor of Johnny Gaudreau. You can't help but think that has something to do with it. He's just carrying that legacy on his shoulders, and he's doing it in such impressive fashion. The Rangers were in Colorado tonight, where I said the Avalanche were going to win this one, and I was right. The Avalanche, they win 3-2 in overtime, but they left it super late. Lehkonen, he scored with like half a minute left in the game. Both times, the last 2 times I have checked into a game by the Colorado Avalanche, they were losing. The last one was against the Buffalo Sabres, where they came back like by 3 goals in the last minutes, like last 2 or 3 minutes. But this one, they only needed to come back by 1 goal against the Rangers. Lehkonen got the goal with about 30 seconds or so left. And then Devon Toews, he scored with less than a minute left in overtime. So they leave it late a lot, but at the same time, you cannot argue with a 27-17-1 record. That is a wild card team in the West, which is just insanity. Blackwood, he picked up the win. Shesterkin, he picked up the loss. He looked so defeated after that goal went in overtime. He just looked to the stars and said, what else do I have to do? It was a weak goal to let in by any standard of goalie. That was a very weak shot. The Rangers are only 20-3. They're pathetic this year. Let's just leave it at that. Kelly, for the Avalanche, he picked up his 5th. Carrick, beautiful goal on the breakaway. He picked up his 4th. Edstrom, he picked up his 4th as well. Lehkonen, like I just said, he picked up his 16th. And Devon Toews, he picked up his 6th goal of the season in overtime. So that is it for the 13 games that were played tonight in the NHL. How did you do in your predictions? Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to kind of create some sort of competitions to see who is the best predictor of my followers as of now. So I kept a track. 7 out of 13 I got right for a 53% success rate, I guess you can say. But come on, Kipes, that is brutal in all standards. But I guess I'm just living up to my legacy, because this would be good according to my teachers in high school. So let's just leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Come back tomorrow. We only got 2 games on the schedule. They're being nice to me, as I am very busy tomorrow night. But then we're back on Thursday with 13, then Friday with 2, and then Saturday is Hockey Day in Canmore, Alberta. I will be there. I'm trying to reach out to a couple people, try to hook up some interviews, but there might not be interviews coming in. But at the same time, we're trying to reach out to people. So let's see how that goes. I will be posting a vlog from on Saturday at some point, hopefully, trying to show you what happened in Canmore. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means the absolute world to me. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow night. Have a great night.